Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, we're going to create a collectible coin. So we could create another scene for the coin from scratch, but we already have an obstacle scene that closely resembles what we need for the coin. This means we can create another inherited scene for the coin, but this one won't be as straightforward as the inherited obstacle scenes. Let's go ahead and create an inherited scene using rock.tscn as the parent scene. Rename the scene to coin, and then save it in Scenes, Objects. First, let's change the sprite's texture for the scene. Navigate to Assets, Art, Objects, and drag the coin.png into the texture field. Next, let's switch the stream value for the hit node. Back in the Assets folder, go to Sounds and drag the collectCoin.wave into the stream field. Let's add an animation player to the scene and rename it. Also, add a timer and rename it to Death Timer. Set the wait time to 0.3 and set one shot to true. Let's create a new animation called Coin Collected. Set the animation length to 0.3 and zoom out on the timeline so we can see it in increments of 0.1. Select the sprite node and under Transform, Scale, key the default value at the start of the timeline. Next, select 0.1 on the timeline and set the scale to 1.5 and key it. Finally, select 0.3 on the timeline and set scale to 0 and key it. Let's test out the animation. Looks nice. Before we get into writing the script for our coin, we have to update our global script with a variable to keep track of the coins the player has collected. Navigate to your global script in the autoloads directory and simply add this variable. var coins equals 0. We also have to update the level 1 script to reset the coin amount once the scene is restarted. In the ready function, add global.coins equals 0. Because we inherited the scene and we want the script to include different behavior from the obstacle, we will have to detach the script and then add a new one. But before doing that, let's copy the obstacle script so we can paste the code in the new script and then make some changes. Go ahead and select the coin node and click on the Detach Script button with the red X on it. Now let's add a new script to the coin. And we will save it in Scripts, Objects. We will have to manually change the group that the coin belongs to so that it doesn't behave as an obstacle that will kill the player. Let's add an export var. @export var is coin equals false. In the inspector, let's set isCoin to true. And then we just add this condition in our ready function to check if the scene is a coin or not. If so, we will remove it from the obstacle group and add a new group called coin. Let's add our condition. If isCoin, remove from group, obstacle, add to group, coin. As you can see, the obstacle area node has obstacle as the group, but with the code we added, we can change the group manually via export var. Let's connect the timeout signal for our death timer to our script. And simply add queue_free to the body of that timeout function. Now we can make a few changes to the onObstacleAreaEntered function. Instead of killing the player, let's remove that line and replace it with one to increment our coin's global var if the player picks one up. Global.coins plus equals 1. Now we can call our animation player and timer, Annie.play collect. DeathTimer.start. Alright, so now we just have to instance coins into the scene. Let's go ahead and open up level 1 scene. And duplicate the obstacle generator. Rename the new one to coin generator. Let's add 32 to the Y position. Add the coin to the obstacles array, and let's adjust the ran times a bit so that the coins aren't instanced as frequently as objects. Set the times like so. Ran time 1 equals 3, ran time 2 equals 4, ran time 3 equals 4, and ran time 4 equals 8. You can adjust these values as you like. We don't have a way of knowing if our coins are actually being collected yet, so for now, we will use a print statement that will print the number of coins collected to the console when we exit the scene. Let's add an exit tree function to the level 1 script. And then we'll simply add this line. Print coins collected, comma, global.coins. Let's test out the scene. Cool. So when we collide with the coin, the animation plays and the coin is collected. Let's double check that we have 2 coins. So if we exit full screen and check our output, we can see that 2 coins were collected and stored in our global.coins variable. Nice. Now we can collect coins in the game for an extra challenge. In the following video, we will create a character selector scene.